We want to shoot at all times where the good light is. If we can find that good light, our clients look their best and the images are absolutely beautiful. We often have clients ask us to come out with them so we can scope out the venue to figure out where we're going to shoot on the day of. The fact of the matter is when we go and visit the venue, the light is going to be way different, more than likely, when we actually go there to shoot the day of. And we may pick out all these great spots, but if the light isn't beautiful when we're ready to shoot, we're not going to shoot there. We want to shoot where the good light is. So how do we find that good light? It all starts with the basics of hard versus soft light.
Absolutely. So the biggest, have you ever walked out, into the midday sun, got out your camera, the light's blasting right down on top of your head, you take a photo, and it looks really bad. What you get is these really bright spots at the top, where the light's hitting, and then right where the light isn't hitting, you get these super dark, nasty shadows. The reason that happens is because we're dealing with a very small light source. Now, even though the sun is huge, at the middle of the day, because it's 98 million miles away, it's very small in comparison to us. So when you have a very small light source, the light gets very contrasty and has what's called specular highlights, meaning very bright highlights and very dark shadows really close to each other. And digital photography doesn't like that. Versus very large light sources where the light's coming out very evenly. Hence the term softbox. They call them a softbox because it's a big box where even light comes out of it and it looks soft. So we tend to want to look for soft light sources as much as we can. So we're going to show you some example images of the differences between very small hard light sources and very large soft light sources. So we're going to take you right into the studio right now and show you a very small light source and how the shadows are going to be very harsh and nasty looking. And then we're going to show you a large light source in comparison so you can really see the difference with the light in the same positioning, so you can see the big difference between a small light source and a large light source. Here we are with a very small constant light source that's sort of mimicking midday sun. It's very small in comparison to the size of the subject that we're actually photographing. So I'm going to pull back, snap an image, and you're going to see really bright highlights, these very hard shadows, and very kind of nasty specular looking light. So here we go. I'm going to pull back, take a quick photo of the amazing Lindsay. Can she handle the awesome lighting? It looks okay. She happens to photograph amazing, but you can see in the image we have very defined shadows and very kind of what's called specular light, where we have very bright spots and very dark spots. So now we're going to switch over to a giant light source, a big softbox, and show you how that looks. Now we have a much larger light source. We've increased the surface area of this light by about 15 or 18 times. Instead of having this tiny little 4x4 inch light source, now we have about a 24 by 32 inch light source hitting Lindsay. So you're going to see when I take this photo, we're going to have very soft highlights and very soft shadows, and the whole image is going to have this beautiful, warm kind of effect. So here we go, pulling back, taking a quick shot, and turn your face to me a little more, my dear. Perfect. Boom, and there you go. So now you can really see the difference between those small, hard light sources and those soft, bigger light sources practically right here.